Hello everyone, welcome back to Agri Farming. Today we are back with organic flower gardening ideas and tips. Starting an organic flower garden is both fun and rewarding. Flower farming organically can be tough, particularly when it comes to insects. The two main types of flowering plants are annuals and perennials. Annual plants live for one growing season and then die, while perennial plants regrow every spring. Annuals bloom all season until frost, so you get a consistent color and showy blooms. These flower plants can go in the ground anytime, even in midsummer, to fresh your beds. Now, let's get into organic soil preparation for flower gardening. The best type of soil for a flower bulb is sandy loam soil. It can be defined as balanced mixture of clay, sand, silt, and medicum of organic matter. Sandy loam is around neutral pH and affords good drainage and adequate nutrition. Your soil needs to be healthy for the flower plants to do well. Be sure to work the soil before planting and aerate it is so the plant roots can easily grow. The soil is the foundation of flower plants, and it needs to be healthy as can be for your flower to bloom. If you are just started, the quickest way to improve soil is to add generous quantities of composted organic matter. Many kinds of materials are beneficial as long as they are fully composted manure, fir or pine bark, or agricultural byproducts like rice hulls that may be available in your area. Now, let's see location for organic flower garden. Growing flower require ample sunlight. The bare minimum is 6 hours of hot direct sun, but 8 to 10 is best. Ideally, your flower garden can be away from standing water, any large root system, as this can hinder the growth of your flowers. Gardeners typically define light as follows. The first is full sun, that is 6 or more hours of full and bright direct sunlight per day. The second is part sun, 3 to 6 hours of sunlight per day, and part shade, 3 to 6 hours of sunlight, but the light can be dappled periodically as the sun moves behind a large deciduous tree. And the last is shade, 3 or 5 hours of sunlight per day. How to prepare planting area for organic flower gardening. Healthy soil in the garden is alive with an incredible population of microorganisms. Some harm will come to some microorganisms when you dig a garden bed. An easy method to amend your bed with organic matter is to pile it up in the fall and let it rot over winter. Start with a base layer of newspapers or cardboard that breaks down to smoother any grass and weeds. Water the base. Now, let's get into planting process of organic flower gardening. If your soil is rich and you plant the correct plants for your flower garden conditions, you don't have to worry about using lots of fertilizers and soil amendments in your organic flower garden. An occasional application of compost is all the organic fertilizers you'll need to keep soil biologically thriving helps to keep plants thriving. Fertilizing your plant's garden with organic material is considered best by gardeners. The importance of organic fertilizer is it doesn't burn plants, it strengthens plants' immune system. These are non-toxic to beneficial insects and wildlife, and it remains active in the garden soil for long periods. Pruning flowering plants. The reasons to prune flowering plants are to control the size and shape of the plants, to optimize the blooms, and to remove dead or diseased portions. Deadheading is the practice of flower pruning after they have faded out to bloom. Deadheading and pruning are essential for repeat or continued bloom depending on what you have planted. Many annuals and perennials need to bring on the next flush of blooms. Plants stay healthier when properly pruned. Just make sure your pruners are clean and sharp. Organic flower gardening care. Keeping your flower beds clean helps to keep viruses, disease, and insects at bay or to minimum. For most flowering plants, this isn't an issue, but roses are especially susceptible. Cleanliness is the key to just make sure you keep your eye out of aphids, beetles, rust, mildew, and black spot, etc. Keep up with the weeding and control insects with a spray of hose or with organic remedies like neem oil and insecticidal soap. Now, let's get into irrigation for organic flower garden. The best way to water your flower plants with a soaker hose or drip irrigation system. This will apply water right to the roots where it's needed. Plastic and rubber soaker hoses are easy to use. When you are ready to water, just attach the end of soaker hose to an outdoor faucet and let the water run until the top about 4 to 6 inches of soil is moist. Watering plants with regular hose and sprayer is not good practice. You possibly will lose patience before you have applied enough water to penetrate the mulch and adequately moisten the soil. Also, this kind of watering wets plant leaves, encouraging the spread of diseases. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to this channel, and please ring the bell button to notify you whenever new video is uploaded. Thank you for watching.